Hey Leo, welcome to Awareness Energy Tarot. I'm your host Hugo. This is your love reading for the month of April 2021. Please comment, like, and subscribe. I appreciate it. Without further ado, let's get started. So, when it comes to love in April, Leo, there's a question like why? Alright, so what this means when it comes to this relationship is that you don't always know why you engage in the relationship in the way you do, okay? Sometimes you might be asking yourself, why am I feeling like this? Or why did I say that? Okay? Our feelings aren't very logical. Our emotions aren't very logical. So, all this says is that it requires some introspection, okay? Meditate, kind of go within. And I also say that for this next one here, okay, because this goes together. There's like an indecision, okay? So this means that you're in a crossroads when it comes to this relationship or in life in general, all right? This can keep you stuck for many weeks, months, or even years, all right? So, universe is saying here to let go of doubt. Meditate, again, okay? Meditate. It's time for introspection, to go within. Follow, what's in your heart. Make the honorable choice, okay? And I also say that, there's confirmation here because this oracle card by Archangel Michael. Use your imagination and you'll see the answer, okay? So all you have to do is ask the universe and ask for guidance, and they're there, especially when it comes to this relationship, okay? Now, this is a beautiful card, all right? Because it's upside down. So that just means that the storms, the worst is over, Leo. All right? There's no more, most of the pain is gone. I hope, or it's going away. There's sunny skies ahead. The forecast looks great. There's better things around you. But you know what? Reflect on what has passed. Reflect on the lessons. Make sure that you learn the lesson and reflect on it. Okay? Now it's time to bring these intentions and lessons that you learned back onto your new path. All right? So keep that in mind, Leo. Now, when it comes to this reading, I'm going to look at the present moment here. And it looks like, wow, look at this. This is a pretty steamy card. The lovers, especially the way they have it depicted here. You're out in the field getting it on. But the thing is that this partnership or this relationship, there's a lot of emotional manipulation going on. Okay, that's what you're feeling at the present moment, or that's what's going on. Okay, whether you're doing this or you're having it being done to you. There's a lot of a lot of game playing when it comes to the heart. Okay, emotional manipulation, loving manipulation. Not good, not good. But the lovers is here, so that tells me that there is still a quote-unquote relationship, okay? It might be off and on, but be careful with this kind of manipulation, all right? Because you're headed into unknown territory. You're exactly where you need to be, okay? Because these are lessons learned. This is all tying in together so far, all right? Keep that in mind, Leo. Let's go ahead and see why this is all happening. Well, because looks like you guys are no longer planning or looking out to see what's out there, because you're being hopeful. You're being hopeful that this will work. Okay, you guys, I see a lot of like kind of like a spiritual connection here, or something, some sort of a healing and guidance and hope coming into this thing, okay? And I say that also because there's a spiritual connection here, okay? There's deep love, soulmates, unity, right? But just because, this could be your soulmate doesn't mean that it could be everlasting, right? Sometimes people are here for a certain amount of time in order to teach you a lesson, okay? So this all has to do with some sort of lesson. You're learning something from this relationship. We're going to dig deeper a little bit. Because there's also a lot of depthness to this, all right? complexity, awareness, importance. Keep that in mind. There's a. This is very deep here already. We just barely started, right? There's also a sense of intimacy, closeness, sexuality, seclusion. We see that with the Lover's card here, okay? Be careful because there's emotional manipulation. Now, what was happening in the past for you? Well, again, there was this kind of in and out energy. Again, this gives me the impression of some sort of manipulation, game playing, not very serious. Okay, when it comes to the heart, and yeah, you were gaining some insight into this. You weren't exactly moving forward. Okay, because you were getting some enlightenment. You were viewing this from different angles, and you kind of like a light bulb went in inside your head, and you were realizing this. All right, and it kind of still lingers on to the present moment. Okay, because we see that here, a little connection with the past. Whether this was a different person, not sure, but again, there's a emotional game playing, manipulation going on here. What about when it comes to your feelings toward your person, Leo? Well, it seems like you're pretty clear when it comes to looks like there might have been a third party, Leo. Okay, your feelings is that perhaps they're indulging in something, they're partying too much, having a good time, a little too much for what you care for. Okay, and you're pretty clear about this. Like something came from the shadows. Like you're realizing this. It's no longer clouded. You made a decision. It's pretty clear. Okay, they're in a third party, perhaps. Wow. And then when it comes to their feelings towards you, well, they're kind of like spying. They're kind of looking into your social media. Perhaps they're snooping around, trying to gain some information, trying to beat around the bush and ask you some questions in a passive manner, trying to gain information, okay, because they feel left out in the cold. They're wondering why you kicked them off to the curb, or perhaps you're not really treating them right. Okay, so that's their feelings. All right, yeah, they feel like they're pushed around, being left out. And they're wondering what's happening. Perhaps you're not communicating with them. Look a little deeper into their energy, Leo. And we see that they feel like this is unjust. Or they feel like they've been treated imbalanced, okay? Not, because somebody here is grounded, they're good with their finances, they're, very nurturing, but yet they don't feel like it's balanced. Perhaps they're feeling that they're not gaining this from you, or you're giving it to somebody else. Okay, so they think that this is unjust, and they want answers. Okay, I'm just gonna give you a quick before we move forward. This is what the universe has to say. When I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. This is some encouraging words from the universe, okay, Leo? Remember, you will always be guided back to the light. Because you're at a crossroads. Remember, there's indecisions. Take the honorable choice. Take what's in your heart. Okay? So let's move forward. What's in your hopes and fears? Well, Leo, looks like, it looks like you have a lot to say to this person, Leo. You have a lot to say in general. But you really want to give them a mouthful. Like, you're cussing, perhaps. You're no holds barred. You're laying down the law, okay? You're fearing that you're going to come out this way, I think. Or you're also dreaming that you want to, just let them at, okay, with words and You have a lot to say, and it's not nice. You're not gonna hold back because you're feeling restless. No longer isolated. You feel energized. You feel like, just you're kind of stressed and burned out, restlessness. So no longer in isolation. So you want to tell him like it is, okay? But it's not going to be very nice. You really have a lot to tell him, Leo. Wow, my goodness. We're going to look at some love notes. But before we do that, the universe is saying here, it's up to you, Leo. Okay? So be careful. And then, they're also saying, take action. So this goes along with what I just said. Okay, it's time to take action. And I say that because we're going to look and see what kind of action are you going to take towards this person, Leo. Well, looks like you're not going to be doing much action, even though the universe is telling you it's time to take action. Remember, you can always change the reading. You can always change the outcome. But as far as the energies are concerned right now, even though the universe is telling you to take action, you're not going to take any action. You're stagnant. You're withdrawn because you're stubborn. You're mad. Perhaps the finances aren't there either. But yeah, you're not grounded. You have a lot to say, Leo. You have a lot to tell them. Wow. And what about them? And then we're going to look at some love notes, okay? Well, Leo, they're also not going to take any action. They're withdrawn, okay? They're holding back from asking you out on a date or giving you some sort of gift. They don't want to do that, or they're fighting it, okay? They want to reach out with some sort of gift or date or, something, but they're not going to take action on that. They're holding back. They're staying put. Okay? And so are you. You're both just not doing much about anything. So it's really not going anywhere. Alright, so we're going to give you some love notes. Alright? Right before that, we're going to tell you that the universe is saying reconsider. Okay? Because they're telling you to take action. So reconsider. Also, remember I just told you that your person does not want to take any action? Well, they also want to tell you, I'm not available. Wow. Interesting. This is a love note to you. They're not available. They also want to tell you, I don't react when people mention you. Wow, they sound like they're pissed. But you're pissed off too, Leo. Yeah, you want to give them a mouthful. I replay our conversations over and over. Yeah. Do you remember what you said, Leo? What was that you said? Do you remember? Well, after we look at the outcome, we're going to look into the romance angels and some advice. But yeah, Leo, looks like you're letting go of this toxicity. Okay, you're letting go of the narcissist. You're letting go of what no longer serves you because, and that's a good thing, Leo. It looks like you're running away from this or turning the other way. You're not going to put up with this, and that's good. I see you doing that. You made the right choice, Leo. Let's look at the romance angels. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Okay, so now you know. You're both are getting to know each other even deeper at a more meaningful level, even after this whole fiasco. Okay? You deserve love, Leo. You are lovable. Okay, remember that. If it's not with this situation, it's with another person, okay? But love yourself first, and then you can love others. Yep, true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Yeah, perhaps it was. Okay? Remember, you have decisions to make. And right now, it looks like you're not going to accept this. Okay? Remember, you can always change the outcome. But, we're going to give you some advice. If it's not working, Leo, don't stay just because, you're settling. Do not settle. That's my advice. But we're going to give you some more advice. Confidence is the key to your success. Okay? No more holding back, Leo. Remember, this is you. This is the line. You're powerful. You have strength. Then there's also conclusions are within reach. Okay? It's time to realize that. Go into introspection. Meditate. Do what's honorable. Find what's in your heart. Your commitment is being tested. Now you're going through lessons. Some sort of spiritual connection. Yep, you're being tested here, Leo. Do the right thing. Okay? Well, with all that said, looks like all the messages that needed to come in for the month of April have come in. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And we'll see you soon. Thank you, Leo.